What's going on, world? It's your boy Alex Miner, and today we're going to talk about how I grew my YouTube channel from basically nothing at the start of 2018 until now, and the 6 top tips, recommendations, hacks, whatever you want to call them, that I have to give to you if you're just starting your YouTube channel in 2019. Now, just to start off, let me preface this by saying I am not a guru. I am not claiming to be an expert. I am not claiming to have the secret sauce like a lot of these other YouTubers. There is no secret to YouTube. There is no get rich quick scheme. It's work. And if you're willing to put in the work, you can get results. The number one first thing that you have to do is to have realistic expectations. Nothing happens overnight. Yes, things do go viral, and that can help accelerate your growth. But for most of us, nothing happens overnight. You've got to put the work in, you've got to put the time in, and you've got to realize this takes time. If you think that YouTube is just going to explode for you overnight and suddenly you're going to be drowning in AdSense dollars, I'm sorry to disappoint you. That's not the way it's going to happen. Number 2 is to pick something and stick with it. People are always going to tell you to niche down and this and that. This doesn't mean that you have to be ultra specific, but kind of choose an area and dive into it. And you don't have to do that right away. When you're first starting and you have 0 subscribers, it's okay to experiment, because what you think you're going to start out your YouTube channel for may not be what it ultimately ends up being about. And that's okay. When you figure out what your thing is, go for it. And some people will tell you that it's okay to have a channel that's about everything under the sun. Well, if you're serious about growing your channel, having a variety channel really doesn't work. There's very few people who can pull that off. I recommend that you experiment when you first start. Find your area of interest that you're really passionate about and that you can see yourself making videos about long term, so that this never really feels like it's just a job or you're just doing it because you know you need to put content out. Number 3 is consistency. The best way to make sure that you keep growing steadily is to keep posting steadily. It means different things for different people. Some people do daily. Some people do 3 times a week, 4 times a week. Some people do twice a week. I would love to be able to do twice a week, and that seems to be when I get the most growth. But let's be real, y'all. I'm a father of 2 small kids. I am a freelance technician who travels all over the country. I do a lot of things that keep me away from the computer. And like, yes, I have a laptop that's pretty good and I try to edit when I'm on the road, but when I'm on the road, I'm working a lot and I'm tired, y'all. So usually it's all I can do to make sure that I get out that 1 video a week. That's where I have set my expectation. Maybe you're younger than me, maybe you have more free time. The best time to try to grow YouTube is when you don't have any other real responsibilities other than keeping a roof over your own head, or, you know, going to school or something like that. That's the best time to grow YouTube. If you got a full real life with other people dependent on you, it can be very hard. Not saying it's impossible, but you definitely can do it. It's just going to be a little bit harder than if, you know, Corey down the street, all he got to worry about is himself. Corey got a lot more time on his hands. Keep posting. Try to have a regular schedule, because that means people who are looking for you always know that they can find new content on that day that you're dropping. It doesn't matter what day of the week it is, as long as you stay consistent. I find that my videos do the best if I can post on Monday or Tuesday, but I find because of the weekends and having kids, it's hard for me to post on Monday and Tuesday, so I try to get a video out by Thursday, and that's me. Your situation is probably different. Just pick a date, pick a time, and try to stick with it. Number 4, and this is something that I really don't see people talking about enough, is participation. This is social media. Some people look at YouTube as strictly entertainment, but this is social media. This is a community. It is social. There is interaction. It's not just people putting up videos and you just watch and do nothing else. You can comment. You can have discussions in the comment section. People do live streams that you can get in there and talk to each other in the live chat. I do not know how many subscribers that I have gotten from going on to the live streams of some of my favorite YouTubers. You know, they've got a ton of subscribers, subscribers and everybody's commenting fast and furious, there's no way that they can get to all those questions that are being asked. So if I have answers, especially with the kind of content that I do, being in this videography, camera, product review space, if they miss those questions, I'm in the chat answering them. I get a lot of subscribers that way. I mean, not a ton, but every subscriber counts, bro. And that's one of the ways that I've been getting attention and getting people to come over and check out my channel. Number 5, you have to provide value. And what is value? Well, that means different things to different people. But from what I've seen, there's 2 main reasons that people log on to YouTube. People either want to be entertained and forget about the real world for a couple of minutes, or they're looking for information. So if you can do one of those 2 things, you can get views. You don't have to be the end-all, be-all authority about anything to just let people know your experience. There are everyday things that people are looking for that you have knowledge of. And if you put that out there, somebody is going to find value in it. So either be entertaining or give people good information that they can use. You need to remember that you have to give more than you get. Some people get on this platform thinking that they're going to get a bunch of subscribers, get monetized, and then life's going to be easy. No, you have to forget about the numbers, forget about the monetization, and just give all the information that you can, give all the good content that you can. You need to put it out there, because if you put it out, it will come back to you. But you got to give more than you get. Number 6 is something else that I almost never see people talk about with YouTube. Don't be afraid to promote. If you're on here and you want views and you want people to see your content, don't be afraid to promote that content. If you have an Instagram, if you have a Twitter, if you have a Facebook, you should be promoting your content there. I'm not saying be spammy. Some of the good ways to do that are to take whatever your content is and cut up a shorter, smaller, maybe video meme version that you can use to post to Facebook or Twitter or Reddit or wherever it's relevant, to get people interested in what it is that you're talking about and what you've been posting. A lot of times, if I have a video that I think would be good for like the videography community or the gearheads, or the Micro Four Thirds community on Reddit, I'm going to Reddit and I'm posting in one of those subreddits, and I've gotten a lot of good views that way. There have been times where I've gotten up to like 500 views just from making a quick post on Reddit linking my video. Sometimes as much as 1,000. It doesn't always work out that way, but it's definitely helped in the past. And do not try to do sub for sub. Some people think this is a good way to grow, but no, bro. It don't work. At the most, you'll get somebody who's going to subscribe to you, and then they're going to unsubscribe to you later. Sub for sub does not work. Hey bro, cool video. I subscribe to your channel. How about checking out my channel and subscribing to mine? Don't do that. If you want somebody to get interested in you and your channel, go on to their videos and leave good, relevant comments. Start a discussion. Start that dialogue. Participate, like I was saying earlier. Sub for sub does not work. It's a waste of your time and it's a waste of their time. Just don't do it. And now that we've come to the end, I have got one more bonus tip for you. And honestly, it's going to upset some people, but here it is. No one gives a f about your vlogs, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, but until people are already emotionally invested in you and what you're doing, no one cares about your vlogs. And there's a caveat to that. If you can make your vlogs super entertaining or super useful, then yes, people might care about your vlogs. But you're going to have to put out a lot of vlogs before you get that attention, bro. What are some of the ways that a vlog can be useful? What are some of the ways that a vlog can be entertaining? Well, if you're really, really good at travel vlogs, but your travel vlogs aren't just, hey, look, I went somewhere cool. If you do something like Potato Jet did back in the day, where he broke down what was the cost of his trip going to this destination, how you could save money, things like that, the best places to go when you're in this location, things like that. If you're vlogging, that's useful. That's content that people can use. And so, yes, you're vlogging, you're having fun, but you're also giving that value. You can do like someone like Chris Howe or Peter McKinnon or Maddie Hapoya does, where they do vlog tutorials, where they're going out, they're having great experiences, but in the midst of that, they're also teaching you something that's providing that value as well as being entertaining. So unless you can do those type of things, no one gives a about your vlogs. And I say that as someone who makes vlogs, and I know when I put out a vlog, I'm putting out a vlog for me. I'm not putting out a vlog because I think it's going to get views. My vlogs are some of the least viewed content on my channel. So some people would say, why even bother? Because it's my channel. I enjoy doing them sometimes, and I want to. And some people are entertained by them. So even though it's a minority of my audience that's entertained by my vlogs, some people are. And the other people who aren't, they're going to come for the gear reviews. They're going to come for the tutorials and all the relevant camera information and things that I drop on the channel. And I'm okay with that. So those are the things. Let's recap them real quick. Nothing happens overnight, and you got to be ready for that. Pick something, stick with it, find your niche, find what it is that you love and that you can put up with doing on YouTube for a long time. Consistency is key. Participation is underrated. You need to provide value. And 6, don't be afraid to promote, but don't be a spam bot. Well, that's all I got for you. It's your boy Alex Miner. Talk to y'all later.